Andy Farrell has named his match day 23 to take on the Springboks at Loftus for game 1. Strong squad, only one starting debutant. Is this squad strong enough to beat the Springboks in South Africa? I should probably be asking it the other way around, where the Springboks haven't beaten Ireland since 2016, I think it is. But they also haven't played in South Africa since 2016, and that was the last time Springboks beat Ireland. Wild. It's going to be, I don't even know where to start. It's going to be huge. This is going to be some of the highest intensity, most physical matches or games of rugby ever. I think ever. 1 versus 2. I've said it before. World champs versus Six Nations champs. The real champs versus the people's champs. I don't know how else to put it. It's going to be massive. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What do you think about the Irish squad? What do you think about game 1? What's going to happen? How's the game going to be won? Who's going to win it? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe. Let's get into it. So Irish team, we've got Porter, Sheen and Furlong up front. McCarthy, Byrne in the lock. So in the second row, in the back row, Omani, Doris and Van der Fleer. The backs, we got Casey and Crowley in the halves. Centres, Archie and Henshaw. And then the back three of Lowe, debutant Jamie Osborne and Nash on the right wing. In the replacements or the impact, Callagher, Healy, Belham, Ryan, Beard, Murray, Frawley and Ringrose. Strong, very, very strong side. Sticking with the forwards, some like proper continuity with the whole team pretty much. Very like a lot of continuity. They've been building throughout the whole Six Nations. This team has been together. That forward pack, obviously the backs, there's a few changes there, but that forward pack has been the same for a very long time. And it counts, man. In these big games, it counts massively. Whether they're going to be up for it. Ireland forward pack is going to be up for it. It's going to be physical up front. It's going to be won or lost up front. The set piece is massive, man. Huge scrums, huge lineouts. Your own ball should be non-negotiable, but trying to get one over or steal or disrupt the opposition's ball on the set pieces in scrums and lineouts is going to be it's going to be a telling point here in this game. Omani and Joe McCarthy, I'm picking out in this forwards to really lead the way physically for Irish. Joe McCarthy, especially with his carries, strong ball runner, loves the physical stuff. He's got that big mold at lock, loves coming around the corner and taking that second, third phase hit up. So it'll be up to him kind of lead the way in that regard. And then Omani, I feel like when it comes to rucks, all those niggly stuff, clean outs at ruck time, strong tackles, and then leading by example, which he does all the time, man. He's like the literal meaning of leading by example or leading by actions as well. He's like, get on my back, let's go. So it does not stand down to physicality from any team, and he leads it for the Irish side. 9 and 10 is the big one here. So 9, obviously, Jamison Gibson Park not involved. I think we'll see in this series how much he really means to this Irish team. So Craig Casey, a gun player, good service, quick, nippy, perfect 9. But what Jamison Gibson Park brings to this team with regard to like controlling their tempo, option taking, he's kicking as well. They're losing out on that massively there. And then how much that will affect Crowley, how Crowley plays. Because he's also still fairly new in international rugby, taken over from Sexton. He's only got a number of caps. And they've mainly been off the bench. And when he's had Jamison Gibson Park inside him and then Bundy Archie outside of him, it really takes the heat off you a bit because you can really rely on those guys. So you can still rely on Bundy Archie here because he's playing. But inside him, I don't think Craig Casey's kicking or exiting or box kicking ability is anywhere near as good as Gibson Park is. His service probably up there, but just option taking as well, and then controlling that, whether to give it to the forwards or play out the back or controlling those forwards as well. It'll be a massive miss there for them. But the one thing they do have is they play club footy together. So that definitely counts for something there. The 12 and 13, so Archie and Henshaw, man, you know what you're getting from these guys. Strong, physical. You're getting front foot ball from Archie regardless of the opposition. Yes, he's coming up against Damien Dallender, both very similar style footy players, but Archie's always giving you front foot ball, man, and that's something they really do rely on him to do that. Box will be targeting them though defensively. I think Archie laterally is not the quickest. I could be wrong here, but I think Damien Dallender and Jesse Creel, late footwork at the line could catch these guys off guard. So keep an eye on that, especially Damien Dallender, man. He can run over the top of you. He can little side step right at the line, give you a nice handoff. So there'll be something that they'll be targeting there. Is just that last lateral movement at the line. So the back three, Jamie Osborne on debut at 15 versus the Springboks in Loftus at altitude, sold out Loftus against the best team in the world. You're debuting at fullback. That's a moment of silence there for Jamie Osborne, because that saying of being thrown to the deep end, this has been thrown to the deep end, and the deep end has sharks in it. Not one, there's a few sharks in there that are hungry. This is really, I don't know too much about Jamie Osborne, but this is either going to make or break him. We know that Springboks love putting pressure on the back three with their contestable up and unders from Faf de Klerk, from Andre Pollard. Willie Leroux will even hit a few bombs up there. So I don't think Jamie Osborne listens to my show, but my advice to him would be, mate, you have to fully commit those first few up and unders, because if you don't, they're going to pick on you and it's going to be a long day at Loftus. Obviously, Nash and Lowe will help them out as much as they can there. Nash is not the tallest bloke, so I can see this happening already. Springboks are really going to pressure Ireland's back three with contestable up and unders. In saying that, Colby and Curtly Orange aren't the tallest blokes neither, but best believe there'll be a few bombs headed that way. Lowe, obviously, in there with his left foot, helps them exiting their kicks, another option as a kicking exit, and he's a good finisher. So, yeah. Where the game will be won or lost, all right? I've got 3 points here. So, up front, firstly, the physical battle with everything, dominating contact, so rucks, scrums, line-outs, tackles, ball carries, everything to do with contact, with the physical side, with being up front, the piggies, the 8, the engine, anything to do with them, whoever gets the upper hand there is going to win. There's no doubt about it. You can kick as many kicks as you want. If your forwards are going forward, they're dominating set piece, they're killing the opposition at ruck time, the chances of you winning is very, very high. Secondly, kicking. Whether you like it or not, you need to kick your kicks. Your general play kicks are going to massive role in this game. Obviously, like I've said, Springboks are going to put pressure on that back three with the kicks, contestable kicks, attacking kicks. So maybe little grubbers or little chip kicks right in behind the defensive line. And then massively kicks a goal. Andre Pollard, check the tapes, man. Loves a kick a goal, loves the pressure kicks. Crowley, still undecided. He's fluffed a few kicks. Yes, all kickers have fluffed a few kicks, but definitely not a Johnny Sexton level of goal kicking, Crowley. So that's it's going to be that close that it could come down to kicks. So that'll be very important. And then 3, I feel like, and this is probably the biggest one, is not letting emotions of the contest get ahead or boil over. Because you don't want any team that's going to lose a player to a yellow card or a red card. It's going to cost them dearly. The crowd is going to be involved. The ref is going to be really heightened. any small little errors, the TMO is going to get involved. Like little bit of high tackle, you're getting sent to the bin. In repeated infringements, you're getting sent to the bin. I hope it doesn't come down to that, because it just leaves it open to the opposition to say, oh, well, we got a red card or a yellow card, that's why we lost, sort of thing. We don't want that. So hopefully it doesn't come down to that, but you can't let your emotions get the better of you. Huge game. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm waking up at 1 a.m. here in Australia to watch it. My prediction, Springboks by 5. Springboks by 5 in a tight. I could even see Ireland leading for most of the game and then Boks creeping in the back end there. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win? Who's going to be man of the match? Who's going to score the first try? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.